do the grand. Let's see. We could do Carthage. These are going to be the Macedonian kingdoms, the Alexander kingdoms. I mean, we're going to do classic Rome, but and then you have, under these you have sub-factions. But we're going to do this one. We're going to do it under Julia. Start campaign.
You are at war with the Etruscan League. March north and capture their territories. This will allow you to consolidate Italia and ensure the safety of Rome. You must wage war if you hope to extend your dominion. Syracuse and Carthage own territory in Magna Graecia, so conflict with them is inevitable if you wish to expand across the Mediterranean. Otherwise, they may prove useful allies against Etruria or the Gaulish tribes to the north. Come what may, Rome will triumph.
Come what may. Here we go. First objective. Completely control two provinces, either by direct ownership or through client states and military allies. That should be relatively easy. I'll get an extra 2,500. That should be pretty easy, actually.
At your service.
We're going to take our spy and we're going to head up north. If you press spacebar, it increases their speed. Let's see, we got technology. Land management. I'm not going to do land management. I'm going to do supply reforms. Let's see what we got. Family just started. Alright. Let's see if we can have some kids. We need the kids. Okay. She doesn't look particularly happy. Alright.
At your command. Get to it, men.
So if I hit that spacebar again,
Yes.
you'll notice a difference.
Hard on the oars, you
But if
men.
I hit it, watch.
Moving
Boop,
out.
they go a lot faster.
Beckons. Commander.
Do outman them. Outright outman them. These undeveloped land, you can develop into, like if you click on it, it'll tell you what you can develop. This one I'm probably going to want to do consecrated. It gives me more public order. Ballast right there. I'm going to want to make that one a harbor. Maybe a military harbor, I think. Let me see. 70 provides. Actually, I might do it this way. Assaults, raiding, assaults, fire pots. I'll do it that way. And then this one's probably going to be an outpost later on. I can't do anything with it right now. I can expand the city. I'll do that. That is a field of Mars, which gives me the ability to make certain forces. So I need more cash. So if I look here for, I'm going to butcher these names by the way, but we're just going to call it Brunstonium, whatever it is. I can't do anything, but for Corsentia, I can either make it a market settlement or a farming settlement, and they give me certain benefits. Let's see what the benefits are. -1 food, 2 growth, 100 wealth, 3%. Let's see. Market gives me 1 food, 2, pretty much give me the same, don't they? 200 and -1 food, 2 growth, 100 wealth, 3%. Yeah, they give me the same amount. What about plebs, principles, levies, retire? Same exact thing. Okay. Well, I have a feeling that I'm going to probably try to make that into a farming settlement, because if I look here, I'll definitely do that one. So what I'll probably make this one is into farming when I get a chance. So this allows you to steal food. So over here, you see how I have no food surplus? I click on her, boom, I have 2 because I'm stealing from this right here. Now, when I own this, if I attack it and I own it, I'm not able to steal food from it anymore. You can only do it to your enemy territories. Also, she will get skills, and that'll benefit her, benefit me. Diplomacy. Who hates me? The Etruscans. Syracuse doesn't mind me. Click here on the attitude, it'll tell you who hates me. Ephesus hates me. I might do a non... I don't think I'm going to attack them anytime soon, so I'll do a non-aggression.
I cannot say for how long.
Well,
your friendship is as much use as a broken oar at sea.
Probably going to be awkward.
Keep it to yourself.
Okay. Well, didn't work the way I thought it was going to work. Let's see if I can get a trade agreement out of them.
No temple can stand upon justice.
Can definitely get a non-aggression.
We cannot agree.
I'm not having good luck with this. That's not good. Okay, fine. That's what we'll do. Alright, let's see. If I take them, probably have an army over here. It's going to come down this pass. This is a small army, so I'll take it. So I can either do an auto-resolve, where it will automatically resolve, which is probably the easiest way to do this, because I outnumber them 4 to 1. I can retreat, which just backs my thing off. It just sends me away. Or I can actually fight it. And that gives me control of the forces, and allows me to either A, win faster, and lose less of my troops. Or I could really mess up and lose. Like, I could lose my general. Now, the easy way to do this is to hit the auto, because it's a guaranteed win with auto. This tells you, this bar right here, the strength of your force, this tells you that you're going to win on an auto. It's guaranteed I'm winning. Now, when I get down to like 50%, or sometimes when I'm down like 40%, I'll probably take over the battle, and chances are I'll win. But I'm going to do this auto-resolve. And you get to change your stances, and it tells you what your remaining forces will be. So if I do a balanced, I'll have 92% of my forces. If I do protective, 91. If I do aggressive, 91. So just try to keep as many as I can. Now, I can release them, and it would, on the bottom would tell you the enemy and their allies will look upon this more favorably if you release the captives from the battle. If I enslave them, which is good because it will encourage the economic growth of my empire. However, if there's too many slaves, there can be revolts, slave revolts and whatnot. Now, if I kill them all, kind of irritates the enemy and their allies, and I think it leaves your, I'm not entirely sure, but I believe it also sours the relationship around, like my allies will kind of be like, whoa, you're doing too much of the killing of the captives. I typically, in the beginning, what I'll do is I'll enslave the captives. It will, like I said, it gives me money, gives me 144 wealth, and I have such a small population of slaves right now that it's not going to cause a big issue. Now later on, I have to either free them or outright kill them because I will have issues. So we'll enslave them. So the dictator, that's me. Now I have a skill. I gotta look at my skill ranking. So let's see what it says. My household. So +1 security against, obviously. Use my bad traits. Those are the bad traits. Now this is where you can be a warrior, a commander, a strategist. I mean, in the beginning, I tend to go with the warrior tree because you can do a multitude of differences. So I tend to go with warrior in the beginning. Now I killed that force, so I could go on capture this. Again, I outweigh them by a lot, so I could siege it. Now if I siege it, there's no vehicles, so it takes a little longer, but it says that they basically will last 2 days on a full siege. So I'll just auto-resolve this again, and you can see if I go aggressive, I will keep. If I go aggressive, I keep 90. If I go balance, I keep 89, and if I go protective, I keep the remaining forces are 86. So I'll go aggressive, take them. If I just occupy, not much. If I occupy it, the public order details show you here. They'll be mad at me for about 5 turns. If I loot, it's 20 turns. That's -1 per turn for 20. If I raise burn, it's 5, but I destroy all the buildings. I might gain 1,000 coin, but I destroy all buildings. So now I have to put all new buildings up. If I loot, I'll get only 550, but I'll basically piss off the people, and it won't really work for me. Since, you know, I'll get, when you occupy, you get no money, but you tend to lessen the public order issues. Like, they won't revolt as easy. So I'll occupy. This is another skill. You have your general skills, and then you have your military skills. They call them traditions. So
Ready for battle.
Traditions. You can be an engineer. In the beginning parts, you're not really going to have an engineer. So you're probably going to be mainly going to be melee. And that's pretty much what I'm going to do, is melee. So you have your general skills, your household skills, and then traits. And these traits, I don't know of a ways of getting the traits removed. I think they just stay with you. So it is what it is. So let's see. It's saying that I can build something. Nope. I can just. Oh, I can. I can do a villa. A meeting place. Let's see. A meeting place might be easiest. A villa is just farming. Allows me to get food. I have no surplus food. So if I get the villa, I will have 40 food. I'm sorry, 4 food and 40 wealth. So this isn't going to be a jump off point. I'll be taking this. This territory isn't going to be a main staging territory. I'm going to try to make it Genoa is going to be my main staging point to go north and west. So I will probably just make that a villa. These numbers tell you how long that it will take for that particular thing to be built up. So it takes me 2, 2, 3, and 3. Now, once I control Arimium, I don't know. R rim. Let's just call it, A rim. When I get A rim, I'll get an ability called a provincial edict, and I'll be able to change certain things. Like if I had a really big issue with public order, I can do breeding games, and it gives food. So it takes food from my surplus, but it increases the public order. So you see how I have yellow faced? I have 0 good wealth, but after this round's done, it will go to -5 for 1 round, and then it will slowly go up. Go to see how it affects the whole thing. But down here, because this is separated, it's a different. I guess you could call it a territorial line. I have it as 0, but 7. So next round, all of these will go to 5. These will go to 7. I could move this army up, but there's no need. This army is small. I'll keep it here. Chances of me being attacked from Syracuse, pretty slim. And probably to heighten that slimness, I will
I am honored to receive this embassy.
do a non-aggression
and will
pact.
listen. Now we.
So chances of them attacking me are very slim now. I know there's an army over here. Remember, I'm still on my first turn. So I'll end turn. And then other empires will move. These are all computer empires, by the way. None of them are human. They're all NPCs. Back to me. Let's go check. We'll take the. Okay, there is no army over there. Interesting.
That is impossible.
I'm intrigued by that. I definitely thought there would be an army. So you can see I have -5. They're red. They're mad at me. But if you see over to the right of it, it's +17. So my next round, I'll have +17. I'll have green face, not red face or yellow face. The public order will be in a positive. Rome, I'm not going to do anything with it yet.
We hunger for battle.
These, let's see here.
How can I be of assistance?
You can continue stealing food. Let's see here. So certain settlements, or certain buildings, sorry, not settlements, but we're going to call them buildings. Certain buildings give you, I guess you could say pluses and negatives. So the plus is I get 10% wealth from all commerce, right? 200 from all local commerce, plus growth, plus public, order, and now I have 80 wine, which is a trading resource. However, I lose 1 food. Some of the stuff I build will minus my public order. Still in Rome. Kind of want to do that, but I also need to recruit more. You can also hire mercenaries. So these will be mercenaries. They will definitely bolster my troops. I'm trying to think if I want to do that, if I want to go back to down to the south and make it. Let's do that. Let's make it civil.
At your command.
Do a free run.
Do not expect any mercy. The time has passed.
Well,
You are an enemy of Carthage, and you will die.
that's unfortunate. Well, looks like we're at war with Carthage. That's unfortunate. It's kind of an early war, actually. Let's see. Carthage is going to be on the islands over there to the left of us. Supply reforms. There you go. So now I'll have the military stuff open up. Now, it's an early war. I don't really want an early war. Oh well. We'll do it. We'll do the manipular organization. We'll do that one. Let's see here. Construction. Consecrated. Field of Mars. Blah, blah, blah. Looks like, ooh. All sword arm units. So any units that have spears, this doesn't affect. They have to have a gladius. A gladius is your whenever you think of a Roman war movie and they have the little short swords, that's a gladius. Matter of fact, that's what a gladius looks like. Masilla and Ligurian. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Let's get you up there to check out stuff. Let's be trusting over there too. If I go into different, if memory serves me correct, if I go into different territories, you see these lines? They represent a change in territory. So if I go into a different territory, I can pick up different mercenaries. So I'd probably have to take that, go there, try to pick up a territory, and go here. So this would be the last bastion for the Etruscans. So before they get wise to it, I'll come down here and take that settlement. I'm trying to think. I'll make this one. I need to get this up. Let's see. I want the manipular. There we go. This will make the barracks for the manipulator armies. So as it says, it unlocks the recruitment of Principes, Trieri, and Equites, which is your horse troops. I mean, it's not really shit built, but okay. So it looks like I just met somebody. So who did I meet? These guys. So when you encounter somebody, it will tell you, hey, you encountered a new faction. See if there's any diplomacy you can do with them. Ideally, we want to be green. If you're green and you have an open space, you can do trade. We don't have any trade. We're not well inclined to be liked. I'll have a bigger fleet to really bother Carthage. I'll let these guys fight it out for a little bit.
Ready for orders.
Let's see what they do. Reinforced. Ooh. So, let's see, war declared, Athens, Epirus. Over there, they're going to go at it for a little bit. Shipwright. Yeah, buddy. So with your fleet, you're also able to change the stance in your fleet. You can do a rating. It tells you right there all of the pluses and minuses. You can do a patrol. Again, tells you pluses and minuses. And you can do double time. Double time essentially is it allows you to go greater distances. I have no need to do that. I might just mess around here though. I'll put them under blockade. I'm not going to be able to take it. They have a bigger force than I do. It's just that simple. We want her to give us some more intel, so she's going to come by and look at some things. We need food from her, so I'll do that. They have a very small force guarding, so they could hold for a 6-day siege. No need for me to do that. We'll just do an auto again. It would appear that balanced and aggression are going to be the same, so we'll do balanced. If I raise it, I get 1,000. If I loot it, I get 1,000. Now, if I had something like 5,000 or 8,000 with a raise, I may give it a thought, because it was a small town. It probably would cost me less to build new things on a raise one if I got 8,000. But I'll just occupy it. Like I said, it's too early in the game. I'm not really wanting to piss off a bunch of people. Although Carthage kind of came at me hot and heavy. So, the left and right side of the tree. Obviously, this matters if I was an admiral or in the fleet. I'm not. So, I'm not even going to look at that one. I'm going to go right straight to soldier. Now, is it going to show me? Let me show you or no? Nope, it won't let me show you. After until it comes back up. But there's different pluses and minuses to it. Go here. So this is pretty. I'm trying to think. This is gonna be pretty close. I can do some trading with it. I'll make a harbor, and that would be a good trade. Or I can do a fishing port. Fishing port gives me food. They consider it being squalor, so you lose 2% public order. I'm at 20, so I'll be at 18. If I do a harbor, if I do a military, if I do a shipwright, you see the differences? I'll probably do a harbor. I get, it's kind of like a trading thing. It's not, I don't think it's exactly like trading, but it's very similar to being like trading. So this will be a villa again. Your consecrated lands obviously will help you with public order, and in this regard, this helps you with your Latin culture influences. Meeting place, it's town center, town square. That's how you can build them off into these cities and stuff like that. Start from this. I will probably do the villa. Keep my army there for a sec. So it's blockaded. So it looks like they were trading with Masilla. Interesting. So what I'll do is I'll probably back off of the blockade. That's how many people were there. I don't have the forces for that, so I'll back off of the blockade. Now the shipwright that I built in Neapolis allows me to do these. And I'll probably pick that up, pick that up, and pick that up. So looking at what? 1,000, 1,500. I have incoming balance of 1,987. I have a surplus food balance of 7, and it looks like it's spring. My goal is to, well, no, actually I just took that, so guess what? I can do an edict. So, like I said, the different edicts, Romanization gives me plus 15 cost for all auxiliary or native units, a 3 conversion to Latin, commercial stimulation or commercial stem gives you 20% wealth from all commerce buildings, reduce your slave population. Reduces slave population decline because your slave population does decline over time. We already went over Britain Games. If people were pissed at me, you do Britain Games. Your party loyalty. That's something I'll get on later on. Your party, you want to have a greater party control over the Senate because you can actually have a civil war where, let's say you own half of the Mediterranean and you get into a civil war, you'll lose half of your territories to a different faction that you got to reconquer over, and it's another Roman faction. And then you have tax harvesting. Now, tax harvesting is when you have like 100 public order. Tax harvesting is not that bad. But I'll do commercial stim. Now, that edict only applies for these 4. It doesn't apply for these 2 down here. It's only those 4. My goal is to get rid of these guys, but I have a feeling that's not going to work the way I want it to. So, oh, also, I'll show you another thing. So you see how he has that wind? It looks like a tornado around it, or a spinning wind thing around it. That means his fleet was in double time. Now, if he's in double time, I can ambush his fleet, and I believe he's not able to run away, and his fighting capabilities, I don't know how to explain it, is reduced because he's in double time. It's something like that. Okay, she got found, so we're gonna have her move. Let's see. She's not really gonna get in a fight with people. She's just gonna kind of run around and be a proper spy. Let's see. Alright, cool. See? Now, when your public order is really good, you'll get these and encouraged. So let's see, I'm getting +1 growth and +2% tax rate. Which is good. Alright, let's see. Edict, just tell me the edict was issued. Yeah, I'm going to do that one because I do need my forces to still be strong. Let's see here. So this tells me that I'll have the amount of people that will be in this unit on this ship is 60. Firepot's only really good for naval battles. With these 2 here, they can actually disembark and fight on land. Also, if you'll notice, these guys don't have a ram in the front. You see in the very front here, they don't have a ram. But these guys do. So one of the capabilities these guys can do is ram other ships. Because this one's so close to land, when I do attack, it will merge in with the population of the city. I won't be able to individually attack that. So, let's see. I got 2,000. These are spear guys. I'm trying to remember, most of these guys were not spear. There was a decent amount of plebs or civilians, and there's pluses and minuses to having a sword versus a spear. Tells you their differences, their weapon differences and stuff. Like their melee defense for the spear guys is higher than the. I'm sorry for the. The melee defense is higher with these spear guys than it is with the Gladius. But the Gladius has more weapon damage than the spears, and their melee attack is more. The armor and defense for the spear guys is higher. So, probably do that. Take me one. Okay. Take me 2 rounds to get my full naval force. I'm trying to remember if I can actually bring. Memory serves me correctly. I can move my navy onto the water, and they go slower than. I can move my army into the water and move them onto the island, but they go a lot slower. And if they're ambushed by a navy that has ramming capabilities, they can ram every single one of my ships, because every one of my ships that are in the army will not have ramming capabilities. They will all have be a raiding party. None of them will have ramming capabilities. If I take this over, not if, when I take this over, I will be able to go over to Carthage's land here pretty easily. Very similar to how Syracuse can attack me here. It's kind of an easy land bridge type of thing. I'm trying to remember if I can. Also, when you go on land with an army, you can only go in certain places. So this is like a beach, and if we get real close, so that's a beach, and these are cliffs. You're not able to access the ocean from a cliff. You have to go on the beach side, and when you're landing, you have to go on the beach side. You can't land on the cliff side. So my landings are limited to here, here, and here, depending on the topography as well. So if I landed here and I got into the middle of the forest, and they attack, my battlefield will be a forest. It won't be an open field. It will be a forest. Now, if I get into an open field like here, my battlefield will be an open plain. Won't be anything else. It's actually pretty cool. I want that when I get there. You can also change the stance of your army. So if you fortify your army, like let's say my army was really reduced. If I fortify it, the replenishment rate goes up. So right here it's telling me that it's going to take 2 turns to fully replenish this one, and 6 turns to fully replenish my dictator's forces. So if I take this and I move it here, I keep it for 6 turns, I'll have a completely refreshed army. I can force march, which is like the naval version of double time. It allows me to move greater distance. However, if I'm attacked, it's an ambush. It's always an ambush. So I can explain it, but seeing an ambush is different. Basically, you're walking in a line, and when you get ambushed, the forces are already preset on each side of your line, and you have to. When you, I'll have to. Maybe we'll probably deal with it later on, I think, but you'll see what an actual battle looks like, and then hopefully later on we'll see what an ambush looks like. An ambush is kind of interesting. So the goal is to get this. Let's take this over.
I humbly ask that you at least consider.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
You serve the gods and your people.
So me and Syracuse are pretty tight now. Or target available. Carthage. No way. Say it ain't so. They're encouraged. So it works for me. So if I'm going to enter the ocean, Go like this. Now I entered it. And I can change it to double time. So I probably will. I'll blockade these guys. And I'll change this force to double time because the chances of them attacking me now is pretty freaking slim. So, see the color? How it's red? The color of the line is red and it goes blues. That tells me it will take 2 turns on double time to get over to that island, that part of the beach. And I probably will do that. But I'll need to pick up another army. So, let's see here. We haven't... Alright, so... Look on the bottom, it tells you that the houses that these generals are attached to. So, this is the house of Paparia, Cornelia, House of Julia, influence -7 senators. So, I'll lose the influence of 7 senators. Now, if I take one of these guys from a different house, I will raise the influence of that house. So if I go to the Senate, go to the politics, I control 42% of the Republic. I control the majority of the Republic. There are 3 houses. So you'll see that it says that this guy controls 26%. I'm sorry, his influence is 26%. They're 13%. They're 19%. Mine's 42% influence. So I out-influence them. These two combined. Any one of those two combined, I out-influence them. If I can do the math real quick. With the exception of these two combined, I don't outmatch them. So the one that has the least amount of influence is Cornelia. So I'll probably do a force from him. Also, I can go find, I think I can find out stuff about him. So it says this one's going to take nothing. He's a candidate. He's an actual politician, so it will cost me nothing to raise an army from him. It tells me his effects. He's got a lot of positives. He's got public order. This one has the most, so I'll take him. It also helps that, no, I don't have to pay anything. So that the barracks that I built for Rome allow me to have certain things. So you always want to have cavalry, always. So let's see. I'm gonna want 3. You're gonna want. So these are levies, and these are. Think of this as rank 1, and this is a rank 2, and then later on you'll get into like a rank 3, and I believe an arrow. So you don't want these anymore. You want these. So do that, and then my next round, I'll start to build the actual force. The Trieri are the spear version of the Principes, and the Hastari are the sword version of the Rotari, or the Rorari? I don't know what that is. So that will be I guess that will be my second army, because my goal is to bring this army over, because I know I'll have to have an actual army to take this. Because when I land, what they'll probably do is repress me to remove, they will more than likely press me off, which I'll take my fleet, move my fleet off. Chances are slim, but their other fleet might go after me, which would be amazing if they do. The other slimmer possibility is they take the army and they try to engage me with the army. And then I can engage them and ram and kill majority. Even if I lose my fleet and I kill 90% of their army, that's a win for me. Because my full army will come through and take the Providence. And then I will claim this entirety. So, let's see. I mean, she could go way up there, but I'm not going to have her. I'll have her come double back through the mountains. What are these guys doing? There it is. So let's see. They have a bunch of spearmen. Can they have actually... Nobody's... Okay, so their army is mainly spearmen. Actually, it's all spearmen. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Spearmen are not going to be easy with horsemen, though. Unless I engage them. They don't have any... Their main army has no cavalry and no artillery. These ones will come into play as artillery, but let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. My artillery outrange their artillery. So I'll disengage. Now I'll take my navy and go up there because he's going to come after my army. Oh man, where is this? That's why. Get away from me. Let's see here.
Your orders for honor and glory. Blocked. We cannot pass.
Boom. Can't really see it, but he does have a ramming capability. So I can show you what ramming is like. So I'll actually do the fighting. So I'll show you what a ram actually looks like. Obviously I'll win this. The chances of me of losing this is astronomically low. Also, your conditions, your weather conditions will affect how the battle is. I have a dry, no adverse effects at all. So I will do the deployment. I have these guys who have ram capabilities, who will be my
Support ships ready and waiting.
primary rammers.
Support ships at your command and ready.
So to initiate the ram, you have to toggle ram. So
Gotcha.
these guys, let's make sure they just stay where they're at. See how there's a little ram icon? Now if I double click it, it's not gonna let me do it. Go figure. I'll be able to roll hard for 20 seconds. 20 strokes. Sorry, not 20 seconds, but 20 strokes. So it's going to be a pretty quick and easy ram. But he basically just points right at him. I might get lucky and be able to roll right hard right into him. Yep, I will.
Hard on the oars. Ships awaiting your word. Moving out.
Now I just rammed him. And I just did...
Assault ships reporting. Oars ready. Assault ships ready to attack.
Now I got to do some damage to him.
Assault ships awaiting your word.
See, I just did damage, 36 damage. 95 damage.
Crewed by warriors and ready.
And this should sink it. Boom. Done. It's literally the easiest way to battle them. If you have a naval fleet that has no ramming capabilities, you can decimate an entire army. You can kill an entire, 2,000 man army with 5 boats. Just because you can ram, they can.
We still have a good wind.
So let's see, my naval forces are going to get some skills. Let's see.
It is an honor to serve Rome.
Yeah, see how I have to go that way? So I'll go right here.
Disembarking. Fleet reporting. Row, damn you, row!
Press the
Rest
space bar allows me to go faster. Alright, let's see
ready
here.
for orders.
Charge bonus. Let's see, they're 35 damage, or I'm sorry, 47 attack. Between, and they have 35, their melee defense is 53. 64 for these guys.
Come, fight for Rome.
I'll probably just do that. Just do 1 and 1. I'll probably have 2. This army will probably be a decent sized army. I'll probably do 3 and 3 is probably what I'll do, because I'm probably gonna have them lined up with the spears are first, and then the melees behind them. And I'll probably have more missile. But note, see how so the more people that you recruit into your army, the more your income will go down. So I need to be aware of that. Okay, he's gonna come and he did exactly what I thought he was gonna do. So this is a 1900 man army. Obviously, I'm going to do this one myself. See how none of them have ram capabilities? But I do. So these guys do not have ram capabilities, right? These are my missile guys. These all do have it. So what I'll do is take the missiles, move them out. Can't make fire on those yet.
Assault ships ready for order. Ready and able! Assault ships ready to attack! We await your command! Assault ships ready to attack!
Okay. Okay.
Crude and ready! Our enemies hope for an easy victory. Already they're drinking to celebrate. I don't know about you, but I find that insulting. So, I intend to piss in their wine and spoil their plans. What say you?
He said,
Assault ships
I
ready!
plan to piss. That's funny.
Assault ships ready to attack!
I think I might have an anchor ship here. Let's do that. Let's do an anchor ship. Now, if I can hit him from an angle, I do more damage. I'm not going to bring my admiral into it yet. I have no need to.
Give way! Support ships ready and waiting! Ready, willing, and able! Ready and able! Crewed and ready! Crewed and ready! At your command!
One of our ships is being boarded.
Crap.
Assault ships ready for order! At your command! Support ships! Assault ships reporting! Faster! Assault ships ready for orders! Rovers ready for duties!
One of our ships is being boarded.
Get at them! Assault ships ready to attack! Ships and oars ready! Support ships ready! Aye! Assault ships ready to attack! Our missiles await your orders! Brave Romans to
One of our ships is being boarded.
crewed and ready! Assault ships reporting! Sons of Mars! Ships ready! Assault ships ready to attack! Our missiles await your orders! Your orders?
One of our ships is being boarded.
Ships ready for orders! Ships waiting!
I don't want that.
Glory to Rome! General! Attack!
ships is being boarded.
That backfired big time.
Romans all! Rome is mother to us all! Support ships at your command! Ready, willing, and able!
Crap.
Support ships at your command! Assault ships ready for orders! By your command! Assault ships ready for orders! Ships awaiting your word! Support ships ready! Take aim! Fire! General!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
It's ours!
That definitely backfired. I didn't expect that.
To the oars! Row! Curse you! Ships ready!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Moving out! Hard on the oars! Support ships! General! Victory for Rome! Mars, aid us! Assault ships ready to attack!
One of our ships is being boarded.
Ships ready! Tribunus! Ready for orders! Hack them down! Victory for Rome! General! Cohors Parati!
The enemy general is dead.
Mother to us all! Assault ships reporting! Attack! General! Get at them! To the oars! Commander!
Okay.
Our missiles await your order! Assault ships ready to attack! Ships at your command! Get at them! General!
Interesting.
Orders! Show them steel! Assault ships ready for orders!
Boom.
General! Moving out!
One of our ships is being boarded.
Oh, that did not. That, I mean, we won, but that was close. That was a real close, like really close. I mean, he lost pretty much the entire fleet. Technically lost. No, he lost the entire fleet. But you saw how that was an ambush. Now, go ahead and capture that. Give me 700.
Fleet reporting!
Let's drop the
Ready for orders!
stance.
It isn't. Prepare for battle!
We still got an army that. What? Oh, that's why.
We will return! It is an honor to serve Rome! Ready for further orders!
Let's do training reforms. Back to these guys. Let's see. 1, 2. It didn't work out well.
Soldiering!
Alright.
It's a good life!
That's gonna be my main attack force. I'll probably take that and shoot up this way. Let's bring her back in from the cold. She'll come look around. We'll see what we got over here. Now this has no walls. See how Rome has walls? So if we were to attack it, we'd have to attack through walls. It would be a pain in the butt. But we'll have to do that. So
Ready for orders!
we'd be good. Let's see. I'll take it. Oh, what's this one? 180. Good.
Commander,
Now comes the real fun part. Let's see if they come out of the. I don't think they're gonna come out of the town. Whoa. They know I'm taking it over, so they just left. Huh. What is this? Oh man. Really?
ready for orders. Besieging settlement.
What?
Get the blockade set up. It is a
We'll just take it over. 94, 92, 94. I can subjugate it. I don't like subjugating. Loot is 16. I'm not going to loot it. I'm just going to take it. There's no
ready
need
for
to loot it.
orders.
My navy's going to stay in there for a while.
Yes.
Well, my army goes back. Should keep my army there for a bit. Yeah.
Going a port.
Can
Returning to shore.
guess he's
Fleet rip.
gonna be a
Making
pain in the
for
butt?
course.
Oh.
Beat the drums.
Oh, okay, cool. I now control what I need to control. Do not have any concentrated land or suburbia. And I have a suspicious feeling that later on this is going to be an attack point for going this way, so I'll start to build this one up. This one, probably not so much.
Ready for orders.
Just put it in there. I have 3, so I need 2 more of these. That will give me 13. Then I have 7 to, manipulate. So I'll probably do, let's see, I have a total of 9, so I could probably do 4 forward and 4 of these. Probably do. Alright. For my first video, we're taking over. Rip. Let's see here. Let's go back to the map. We've taken over almost all of Rome. Taken over Sardinia. Corsica will probably be next. And more than likely a northern push will be next. I'll probably push this way. Take these guys out. And this will be my trying to get Cisalpine. This will probably try to take. But yeah, this is my first video. If you guys enjoy it, let me know. Sub to the channel. Tell me in the comments how I'm doing. I'm noticing that 95% of the people that watch my videos are not subscribed. If we could change that, that'd be great. Thanks, guys.